advice. Your cell phone company would never offer you free flowers for a survey. It's War of the Roses on KDWB.
Here we go with another War of the Roses. I want you to listen to Nikki as she's telling us the story about what you found that makes you, because it's always something. There's always an earring back. There's a lipstick mark. There's a used condom in the trash can. There was, what was it?
That's aggressive. But
a text, a LaCroix water in the wrong passenger seat, whatever. So tell us, Nikki, what did you find at Alex's house that made you say, I need to figure this out? What's up?
Well, it's kind of funny, I guess, in a way. It's for Taco Bell, a receipt. I found a really long receipt for $38 in the garbage.
Okay.
And I showed it to him. I said, wow, you eat a lot of Taco Bell. And he immediately said that his brother came over.
Okay.
I said okay, but I went back and I thought about it. He hates his brother. So I know that it wasn't his brother. I just don't understand why he would lie to me.
Okay, so let's back up a second. So you're at his house, and you go to throw something away, and on the top there, you could see the Taco Bell receipt with 47 items on there?
Yeah, it was...
That's a lot of food. I wonder if I'll bet Bailey could eat $38 worth of food at Taco Bell. We should see if she can do that sometime.
Okay. Well, don't forget about you. You could too, because you and I did a taco eating contest once, and you absolutely crushed me.
I did crush you, yeah. So you said to him, okay, because nobody eats $38 worth of Taco Bell food. So you're like, and then he claims it's his brother, but he hates his brother.
Yeah, so I can't understand why he would lie.
Okay.
I mean, that was a week ago, and we went over to watch the Vikings game.
Okay.
And
like when? Just this past week?
Yeah, this past week.
Okay.
And my friend Marissa and I, we went over together, and his dog immediately greeted Marissa.
Okay.
And kept trying to be with her throughout the day. It was almost like the dog knew her.
Oh, okay.
But she had never been to Alex's before.
But, so, I mean, I'm a big dog person. Sometimes dogs are drawn to people because they know that they like them.
Right.
Like, dogs are drawn to me like kids are drawn to me because they know that I like them.
Right. It's like the dog picks you a lot because I feel the same about dogs with me. A lot of times dogs come up to me and
because they sense it, right?
Yeah.
Maybe his dog doesn't like you.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, you sound like a nice person. Are you kind to the dog, or do you put the dog outside in the cold and make him sleep in the garage? I'm kidding you. Okay. So your evidence is the Taco Bell receipt, which I got to tell you, there is something there. If I came home and Susan had supposedly been home all weekend and there was a $38 Taco Bell receipt, and she said that she had her brother who doesn't even live, I don't know. There is something there. The dog thing's a little bit iffy. So you want us to call this guy, and you want us to set the trap and say, who do you want to send the romantic roses to, right?
Yes.
Okay, we can do that. Any other questions, Jenny? Any other thing that you want to question?
I mean, my thing is that why didn't he just say he ate all the food himself if you think that, there's no way he would have had his brother over, It feels like he made up something as quick as he could, and it wasn't a good answer. So that's why I do think it's extra, extra fishy.
It reminds me of the time I went to the old McDonald's over on campus, and I ordered a Big Mac, filet of fish, 20-piece nuggets, and large fries. And the girl behind the counter, I'll never forget it, she said, "Oh, you must be hungry." And I said, "It's not all for me." And she said, "Yeah, right." And she was correct. It was all for me. So you are okay, you couldn't have eaten. Okay, well, we're going to figure this out. We'll call him. We'll say that we're going to give you a survey, and for taking the survey for your phone company or whatever, we'll give you a dozen red roses. Send them to anybody you want. And then if he chooses you, then, that's a good sign. But if he chooses, what's your friend's name, Marissa?
Marissa. Yeah.
She wouldn't do that to you, though, would she?
I hope not.
I mean, I have heard. I told you I knew a couple. There were two couples. Mm-hmm. This is a true story. Two couples, and they would spend the night together, in the same bed because they were all so close.
Okay.
Turned out the guy from this side of the couple was banging the woman from this side of the couple. So, and they were best friends.
Oh.
So it'd be like if you're best friends with another couple and that other guy is banging your part, you get it.
Yeah.
All right, so things have happened. We'll come back. We'll see if we can set the record straight on part 2 of War of the Roses. So hold on, Nikki. We'll do that next, okay?
Thank you.
Back to Dave Ryan's War of the Roses on KDWB.
Ooh, we got a spicy one. It's War of the Roses on KDWB. Basically, she comes over to his house. They don't live together, and she's putting something in the kitchen trash. And you can picture opening the door for the kitchen trash, and right there on top is a long Taco Bell receipt. And that's what drew her attention. She didn't see the price right away. What was the long Taco Bell receipt? And she pulls it out, and she's like, what, $38 worth of Taco Bell? Now, the first thing I would have done is look for leftovers in the fridge.
Yeah, you would have.
Because I'd have been like, oh, there's got to be a cheesy gordita or a Crunchwrap Supreme in the fridge. And so she's like, did you eat all these? Like, my brother came over. And she's like, well, you hate your brother. Why would you have your brother over? She thinks that he had some date over. They ordered Taco Bell. And that's why there was $38 worth of Taco Bell. Now, somebody did text in and said, I ate $30 worth of Taco Bell the other day, and I was still hungry. I get it. It's delicious. Then they get a little Vikings party, I guess, just this past week.
Yeah.
And a bunch of people come over, including her and her girlfriend, her best friend, Marissa. Marissa and the dog are tight. Marissa's never been to this guy's house before, but the dog acts like they've met. Follows Marissa around, and she's like, are you basically seeing Marissa? We're going to call right now. We're going to set a trap. We're going to ask him who he wants to send roses to and see whether he sends them to her, Marissa, or someone else.
Alex, like I said, I do have a dozen roses to send out to whoever you want for doing that survey. What I need from you now is the name of who you want to send that to.
Yeah, let's send it to Nikki.
Okay, perfect. That's lovely.
That's the right answer.
It is,
Ding, ding,
yes.
ding. You passed the test. This was a test. This is not a real customer service survey. This is a test, and you have passed. Would you like to know more about that, Alex?
Yeah.
He's also like, wait, I'm sorry, who are you?
Let me explain what's going on. First of all, we were testing you. This is not a survey. We don't care whether you like your cell phone company or not. I mean, I do personally because I care about you, but we wanted to see whether you would send the roses to your girlfriend, Nikki. Let me explain who we are. That was Jenny from the morning show on KDWB that gave you that survey. My name's Dave Ryan from the morning show on KDWB also. And we were listening in as you chose to send the flowers to Nikki, who is also listening in. Say hi, Nikki.
Hi.
So, okay, so let me, I think you're kind of stunned into silence, Alex. So let me help you out here. A week or two ago, Nikki came to your house. And Nikki found the Taco Bell receipt and said, who ate all this Taco Bell with you? Because it was $38 for the Taco Bell. You remember that, right?
Yeah.
And you
I
said
I ate it with my brother.
And it was with your brother. But then it occurred to her later that you don't even like your brother. So you would not have had your brother over to eat Taco Bell in Nikki's estimation.
It really didn't make sense. So I was questioning it because, I mean, you said your brother ate the Taco Bell with you and you just don't like him.
Do we want to tell them why I don't like my brother and Nikki?
No, that's not important to the story.
I think it is because when I was in Korea 6 months ago, she f***ed my brother.
Oh.
Once again, I really don't think that's important.
Okay, well, let's examine this for a little bit. How are you still together if she hooked up with your brother?
Because I forgave her, and now I'm working on mending the relationship with my brother.
Okay, well, that makes sense because they're still together for some reason.
Well, and they're brothers, so obviously if he's forgiven his girlfriend for that,
Could you
think
ever-
you'd forgive your brother?
No.
What?
No, Dave.
You wouldn't forgive either?
No, hell no.
Yeah.
Oh.
I probably wouldn't either.
What reason do you give me to forgive you for sleeping with my girlfriend knowingly?
Because you're my brother.
I don't care.
No, I agree with you, Vaughn. That'd be a hard one. There was something in my family, and I'm not going to give details, but I know they don't listen. But the mom slept with her daughter's husband.
Whoa.
Ew.
Mom slept with daughter's husband. Now, if you are married or in a relationship, imagine your partner hooking up with one of your parents. Wow.
Yeah.
And all these years later, that happened many years ago, 20-ish years ago, and nobody speaks to each other anymore.
I
And
can see why
and
not.
it's totally understandable.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't care what your lust level is, you don't hook up with your sibling's partner. You might be really horny for somebody, but if you can't
Find somebody else.
find somebody else.
I feel that same way about friends. Like, my friends know that all my exes are off limits, and God forbid if Alyssa and I ever break up.
No. Why are your exes off limits to your friends?
Because that's
odd.
like my sloppy seconds. No.
No, it's not. No, they.
Well, there's
Sloppy.
there's guy code, girl code, stuff like that. So I agree with Vaughn to an extent.
Do you? Now, that's interesting because I wouldn't care. You know what I mean?
I mean, it depends on the situation. If I was hanging out with a guy and we were never actually dating, I wouldn't care if my friends did whatever. And trust me, that happened often because Minneapolis is very incestuous. But if I dated someone for like 2 years, no, one of my good friends is not going to go date that person.
Exactly, because then let's just say it does work out between them. Then I have to see my ex around with them, possibly come to functions with
But
us.
you don't
That's awkward.
But they're your ex. You don't care about them anymore.
Oh, you still care about your ex, even if they're your ex?
I guess so.
Don't you?
They're exes for a reason.
Yeah. Are you?
Dave's got about 300
you're
of
coming
them,
back?
so he can't care about every single one.
Yeah.
I can't remember any of them. So, all right. Text messages. Plot freaking twist. Yes, it was because she is accusing him of cheating. But remember, she cheated with his brother. Wow.
Someone texts in, what in the Alabama is going on?
What in the Alabama? Here's another little test. I'm going to buy $38 worth of Taco Bell, bring it in tomorrow, see if Bailey J over here can eat $38 worth of Taco
Could
Bell.
you do it?
Oh, yes, I can.
Are you serious? Do you think you could?
Yeah, I mean, if you give me the whole show to eat it, I will eat $38 of Taco Bell.
The whole show would be boring. The whole show. Can you do it in 15 minutes?
No.
You don't
Well,
think
that's
so?
that's a contest, like
Yeah.
an eating contest.
I could do it.
Okay, then you bring it in for you. If you give me the whole show, I could eat $38 worth of Taco Bell. Easily.
It's not fun.
No, not
Just
fun.
avoid the bathroom for 3 hours after
Yeah,
Bailey
well,
is
yeah, right,
around.
yeah.
God.
Text messages. This text at KDWB1. My sister slept with my husband before we were married, and yep. Another text says, I think Dave and I related because my aunt slept with her daughter's husband.
Gross.
How do you do that?
Oh, okay. Slept with her daughter's husband. I can't even imagine